back to our levels, and we're going to look at level 10. All right, we want to find the area of this triangle. And I'm given the hypotenuse, and I'm given the B side, one of the legs. I'm just missing this leg. Well, we're just missing this side. Now the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. And base and height are perpendicular, and so are the legs of a right-angled triangle. So I've rotated it so that one of my legs is horizontal, my other leg is vertical. Base and height. There we go. All right, so I want to find this side. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label all the sides. I'm going to start with my hypotenuse, which is found directly opposite the right angle. So find your right angle and then walk away from it. It's the first side you smack into. Boom, right here. So this is the longest side of the right angle triangle. It's also the only side that doesn't contain a right angle or touch a right angle. So I'm going to call this side C. And so my two legs are going to be the A and B side. The shorter I'm going to call A and the longer B. Okay, and then I'm going to write out my Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared is C squared. Now we want to figure out what A is, right? So I'm going to get that A all alone. So I want to get rid of that B. Or really, I want to get rid of the B squared. So I'm going to subtract the B squared from the left-hand side. But if you subtract B squared from the left-hand side, you have to do it to the right-hand side. Otherwise, it becomes an unbalanced equation, which is not an equation. All right, so to keep things equal, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So we end up with A squared on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, we get C squared minus B squared, like that. Then I'm going to fill in what I know. All right, so we don't know the A, but we know the C and the B. So I'm going to replace the C with 5.91. And I'm going to replace the B with 5.2. So we get A squared is equal to 5.91 squared, take away 5.2 squared. Now it's handy dandy calculator time. 5.91 squared, take away 5.2 squared is equal to 7.8881. All right, so A squared is 7.8881. So to figure out what A is, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. So A is the square root of 7.8881. Handy dandy calculator time again. So the square root of that is 2.80857615, and it goes on and on, actually forever. So what I'm going to do is round to the fourth decimal place. So the 7 is going to tell the 5 to round up to a 6. Okay, so I'm going to get 2.8086. 2.8086, and that's my A side. Okay, so the area of the triangle is going to be base times height divided by 2. So the base is my A side, which is 2.8086, times the height, which is 5.2, and then I'm going to divide that by 2. All right, so once again, handy dandy calculator time. 2.8086 times 5.2 divided by 2 is equal to 7.30236 hectometers squared. All right, so let's go back to the app. 7.30236 space hectometers squared. Okay, remember it's units squared because it's area. Okay, and then we have to click on this. And we have to click on this little square button. Okay, so that will put the little 2 here for hectometers squared. All right, then we click on the check button to check to see if we're right. Excellent. All right, and that's it for level 10. Have a good day.